and I have no reason to disbelieve that the things I cannot see within the earth but know exist are possible if one considers that a cone volcano, once extinct, allows communications between the surface and the Moho discontinuity and below, and that a group of people prior to the last ice age found refuge within the Moho discontinuity and have been managing, for lack of a better word, a toll-gating system of pirates on the surface of the earth in order to achieve their goal. Now, of course, there's only one thing that could induce a group of people to go through this process of managing and controlling the entire planet, and the word is power. And the power is one that they see as necessary if they wish not only to control this planet, but to control the universe. And the code letters used, IRS, are letters that you will find in places like Sri Lanka, Krishna.
Yeah, and it was synonymous with an IHS, like with the Catholic Church, probably.
Paris.
Yeah.
IRS. In other words, in the old days, following the Crusades, when Marco Polo went to China and began to retrieve the technology to bring back to Europe the Medici family, Med ici, Med here, that technology from Italy spread throughout Europe into Germany and Italy and Belgium and Holland and Scandinavia and Spain. And eventually all those people got together and created an island country called Ireland, of which the population is known as Irish. My background, French and Irish, IRS. And that group of people on the island called Ireland created Great Britain, or a United Kingdom, a UK, along the same lines as had been previously created for the central part of Europe and Asia, called the Ukraine, because the K stands for the mission, and the U stands for you, us, people. And this group of people, through their controlling entity in a place in the United Kingdom called Wales, which basically are the same letters at the end of Jerusalem, males, if you look at the end, the W can be flipped over from the M in males to make Wales.
Yeah.
Prince.
That's the law. That's the rule of the words.
Yeah, that's where 007 came from, the secret MI6 group that rules Great Britain. The prince who just went to Iraq, or Afghanistan, I should say, used the last name Wales. His name is Harry. It is linked to the Easter Bunny, Hare, Hare Krishna, and it basically brings you to this side of the continent where our politicians in Canada, just as the politicians in any democracy anywhere in the world, are not basically our real controllers, but agents of the controllers. And the local controllers are the tax collectors, the toll gators, the pirates, and that means banks as well as tax collectors. They're both ends, bookends on the same project. These people have joined with the leaders of the U.S. political arms and the Mexican political arms to talk about a continental union without telling the people of the U.S. that they're not invited. Once the coal has burnt and begins to shoot out of the ground, the effects of burning coal in a place that has been flooded with water, you get the definition of Gomorrah. Gomorrah. Mora being the word for Roma, which in Egypt means gypsies.
Well, that would be synonymous with Rome then, wouldn't it?
Rome and native people of North America, because that's the background, and that's a whole other story. It means go the cleansing. Now, try to imagine if the northern hemisphere, which has 90 degrees of latitude from the equator to the North Pole, were divided in two. And the lower 45 degrees became a moat of quicksand. That means the space on the North American continent, Central America, South America, the space starting in the northern part of Venezuela and coming to approximately Ottawa, our area here, north of the St. Lawrence, would be quicksand. And that some people in the United States, in both the native and non-native communities, are aware. And they're not explaining this to anybody. They're letting it happen and playing a little game of politics in trying to make believe that other things are behind the problems that we are seeing in the financial world today, or behind this ruse called global warming or climate change. The head, I am told, from reading the code and analyzing the individuals today, is Al Gore. His exit from the race, given by the Supreme Court of the United States, and his taking up a role in the media is not an accident. From the media, they confuse, they mislead, they redirect. The national media, especially the 24/7 national media in the U.S. today, is basically an international conglomerate belonging to unknown people, unknown to most people. And its task...
That wouldn't include the Vatican now, would it?
Yes.
Okay.
It includes the Vatican, it includes the Buddhists, it includes the Taoists, it includes the Brahmin of India, it includes all of their Protestant divisions, such as the Anglicans in the Christian churches, the Reformists, the Redemptorists. All of these religions are basically a tax collection agency